Check it out. I want to show you guys something before I get out on the water fishing today. Right here behind me, this is a mango tree. And all these little green things you see here, those are baby mangoes. Oh, it's going to be a good summer. I'll see you on the water. Oh, man, is it good to be back on the water. I've been out here about 20 minutes throwing this soft-bodied frog. Just whenever there's like weedy, grassy areas, I've just been throwing it back there, pulling it through. So far, I've managed to hook 2 mudfish. Wasn't able to get either of them in the boat. Both of them I got right to the boat, and then when I went to get my grabbers, they got away. Now, I haven't managed to get a largemouth or really any largemouth interest just yet, but I'm gonna throw this guy for another little bit and then see what else I can try here. But it feels good to be back on the water. It's Monday. I didn't fish over the weekend. I took Saturday and Sunday off. My son wanted to go mountain biking, so we went up to Markham Park on Saturday. And I get to sit back and watch while my son does this. Makes me swallow my heart every time. And then yesterday, Sunday, we went to the Renaissance Festival up at Quiet Waters Park. We always try to hit that at least 2 or 3 times when it comes to town. And it's always a blast. So then today, I got all my farm work done around 2 o'clock, and I said, you know what? Let me get out there, let me get on the water, see if we can get some bass. So this is my first lure of the night, the soft-bodied frog, and like I say, it hasn't gotten any bass yet, but 2 mudfish, but I'll give it another try, and then maybe I'll switch it up, try a worm, or maybe try going under the surface a little bit. There's a hit. Okay, feels pretty strong. Okay, there's a largemouth. So, not a bad bass. All right, so maybe this is the call. Nice little Everglades largemouth here. Oh man, he swallowed it. All right, so I guess they are going to bite on that frog, so maybe I'll stick with it for a little bit. There's another bass, I hope. Let me get this guy out of the weeds here. I'm not really using the right rod and gear for this. You need something maybe a little bigger, a little heavier line, a little bigger rod, but we'll see what we can do here. See if we can get this guy out of the muck. Where are you? Come on. There we go. Not a bad bass. Come on. Let me get him out in the clear water. And yeah, I think I'll be sticking with this frog for a little bit. Ah, there we go. This is what we're after tonight. That's a nice big bass, big old bucket mouth. I was way deep in the weeds. He slammed it. And the problem is I don't have a, I have a 7-foot rod at home. It's a little more conducive. You could put some heavier line and really muscle the big fish through these weeds. But I'm gonna have to make do with what I got here. Hopefully more of these will kind of swim out in the clear when I try to land them. Okay, there's 2 bass. Not too bad, not too bad at all. As I was saying, I think this horny toad kind of splits the difference between the soft-bodied frog and the unweighted worm that I was throwing. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing because I was just pulling this thing through the weeds and it got slammed. I love using these horny toads. This is one of my favorite baits. I'm so glad they're biting on horny toads again. These horny toads are one of my favorite baits. If you never fish with one of these horny toads, you gotta give it a try. It is a blast. Man, I love throwing these horny toads. These horny toads are easily one of my favorite baits. Horny toad seems to have been the right call. As I said earlier, I was getting them on a soft-bodied frog, and I was getting them pulling a worm through the weeds, and this is kind of the combination of the two. And it's been catching fish right into the grass. There you go. Come on, right through there. Perfect. There's a fish. There we go. Come on. Now, so I don't know if the camera caught that, but I waited a pause from the time he nailed it to the time I set the hook, like I just said. And there's another one. I don't know how many is that. 8 or 9 now on this horny toad. It's working okay. Seems like as long as I cast right up to the canal edge, they're hitting. So let's see if I can get one on this cast for you. There we go. Come on. Get out of the weeds. Nice. Yes. That was for you. Come on. There we go. Ah, come on over here. Oh, don't get off. Okay. So, horny toad is definitely the call for the evening. Given where the sun is, I think I have about another good hour of catching bass on the horny toad. I'm going to take advantage of every minute of that. There's a bass. There we go. Okay. All right. There's another fat one on the horny toad. All right. I think I'm going to make this my last fish of the night. I'm glad I decided to come out fishing. It was a good day. Caught fish on a lot of different baits. A soft-bodied frog, a horny toad, rubber worm, spinner bait. It was a really good night, and I'm glad I came out to this canal. I've been wanting to make a video on this canal for a while. So I'm going to put another horny toad on. I'm going to keep fishing them. I'm going to keep the camera rolling. If I get a big one, I'll show it to you. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next video.